Dear students, welcome to the course of Essence of Indian Traditional Knowledge. Today's topic architectural developments as a part of modern science, Indian modern science. In our previous topic, we have completed Vedas as basis for Indian knowledge system. So, as a part of Indian knowledge system, today we are going to learn about few of the architectural developments in India. After completion of this topic, you will be able to explain architectural developments in Harappan, early historic and medieval periods. Coming to the architectural developments in India, where UNESCO has listed 830 World Heritage Sites, out of which 26 are in India. So, which is a tangible proof that shows the creative genius and industry of this ancient land, India. So, be it from the Bhimbetka's prehistoric rock art in Madhya Pradesh at one end, or the innumerable palaces, mosques, temples, gurudwaras, churches, tombs, sprawling cities, and solemn stupas, India has got a creative genius and industry. Where Harappan civilization gives the earliest Indian architecture, post-Harappan period gives the architectural styles, medieval period gives the synthesis of Persian and indigenous styles, colonial period gives the influence of Western architectural forms. So, into the Harappan period as part of architectural developments, the excavations at Harappa and Mohenjo-daro and several sites of Indus Valley civilization has revealed the existence of very modern urban civilization with expert town planning and engineering skills, out of which the advanced drainage system and the well-planned roads and houses shows the sophisticated and highly evolved culture existed in India before coming of the Aryans. So, in Indus Valley civilization were excavated under the Archaeological Survey of India during the British period. These are the few architectural developments during the Harappan period. The pictures were taken for your reference. And the main features of Harappan remains are easy means of transportation, used for transporting goods or any produces, and they also got protection of natural barriers of the rivers, and walled cities providing security to the people, and the cities are planned with a rectangular grid pattern layout with roads at right angles cut each other. They have used burnt mud bricks as building materials, and there are big buildings of big dimensions as evidences now available as public buildings, administrative or business centers, or pillared halls and courtyards. Public buildings include granaries. Granaries are for the sake of storing grains, which gives an idea of organized collection and distribution system. And we call the Great Bath, as it is called, is still functional, and there is no leakage or cracks in the construction. So, which are public washrooms, nowadays we call them as. A well-planned drainage system in the residential parts of the city. Harappan period, you can look into the world's first university was established in Takshila, and there is in 4th century one more university we have, University of Nalanda. So in the pictures you can see the ruins from the University of Nalanda. So in the early historic period, during the Mauryans, new consciousness led to achievements in all the fields. That is particularly during Ashoka architecture saw a great advancement. During the reign of Ashoka, monolithic stone pillars were erected. The highly polished pillars with animal figures are unique. The lion capital of Sarnath pillar There is the Sarnath pillar of Lion capital, which is now accepted as the emblem of Indian Republic. So each of these pillars weighs around 50 tons and are about 50 feet high each. And these are a few more monuments of architectural development in early historic period. This is Buddhist monument at Sanchi, and this is Ashoka Chakra at Konark temple. So the stupas of Sanchi and Sarnath are the symbols of achievement of Mauryan architecture. So in the early historic period, we have the blend of Greek and Indian art, which lead to the development of Gandhara art. The other schools of art and architecture were Mathura school and Amaravati school. The figures of Mathura school were made of spotted red stone, which had a spiritual look in them, whereas Amaravati school developed under the patronage of Satavahanas of the Andhra region. A great stupa was built at Amaravati in the lower Godavari region. The walls of the stupa, adorned with bas relief, had carved medallion and decorative panels. And one more famous Buddhist architecture is Nagarjuna Konda, situated in Andhra Pradesh. And as far as early historic period is considered, one of the architectural developments is rock cut temples. You can see Ajanta Ellora cave temple and Udayagiri Orissa cave temple. These are during the periods of Rashtrakutas and Pallavas. These are hewn out of huge rocks. And you can see these Bhimbetta rock shelters in Madhya Pradesh has got the cluster sandstone rock formations where on the walls of the shelters there are layers upon layers of beautiful paintings which are dated back up to 10,000 years. And in the medieval period architecture, we have during the Delhi Sultanate with the arrival of Turks, that is in the 13th century, the architectural styles of Persia, Arabia and Central Asia came into existence, where their engineering features of these buildings were domes, arcs and minarets. The palaces, mosques and tombs built by the rulers had these features actually. And regional kingdoms in Bengal, Gujarat and Deccan have buildings have their own style. The Jama Masjid at Gulbarga, the Madrasa of Muhammad Gawan at Bidar, Ibrahim Rauza Gol Gumbaz at Bijapur and Fort of Golconda are just few famous buildings. And during Bahmani period, Bahmani Sultans have got the styles of Persia, Syria, Turkey and temples of southern India that resembles Jama Masjid at Gulbarga is well known. The courtyard of this mosque is covered with a large number of domes. This is the only mosque in India which has a covered courtyard. And in the medieval period itself, during the advent of Mughals, a new era in architecture has came into existence that has been started during Akbar's rule. The first building of this school is Humayun's tomb at Delhi. In this building, the red stone was used and main gateway and the tomb is placed in the midst of the garden. Akbar built forts at Agra and Fatehpur Sikri. Buland Darwaza, which reflects the grandeur of mighty Mughal Empire. This was built by Akbar's during the Akbar's victory over Gujarat. The arch of this Buland Darwaza is about 41 meters high, the most imposing gateway in the world. The tomb of Salim Chishti, palace of Jodhabai, Ibadat Khana, Birbal's house and other buildings at Fatehpur Sikri reflects the synthesis of Persian and Indian elements. And one of the greatest builders we need to speak about, that is Shah Jahan during the Mughal Empire, has built the Red Fort, the Jama Masjid of Delhi and above all these things a beautiful building that is Taj Mahal was built by Shah Jahan. So based on this topic, there are few lecture level questions that have been framed. Have a look at these questions and practice them. That's all for this topic. Thank you.